I teach physics at the University of Lagos in the Department of Physics. I represent tonight a group of people called Phyto players. A set of people have found something that is fantastic that has helped us in our health and also in our pockets. And we have decided not to keep quiet about this opportunity, because if we can relieve our fellow man of pain for a single second, that is indeed worth the effort. And of course, there's reward for us for doing so. A big welcome to everybody in the house tonight. You are most highly appreciated. Mashokunle, you are a co-host. Thank you so much for being here. Mr. Ezuta, you're also a co-host. A formal welcome to Mommy Omotosho. You are most welcome, ma. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence tonight. Techno 616, you are welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'll just go straight to my slide. Mr. Ezuta, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. It's coming up.
All right. So Phytobix Players presents Your Hair Matters. Of course, we all know that the most important thing in our lives is our hair. All the money in the world cannot buy hair, was what we used to hear. But now it appears money can buy hair, because with money, you can sign up and become a member of Phytoscience. And then, of course, be able to take care of your hair in the most amazing way. Tonight, we are going to take a look at sickle cell anemia. We all know the scourge this particular ailment is waging, especially in Africa and wherever you find Black people. It is an ailment that is peculiar to the Black race. And why it is so serious is that if you take a look at a normal cell, normal hemoglobin, normal red blood cell, it is somewhat oval in shape and not sticky. So it can flow into any of the blood vessels in the body, no matter how tiny. But in sickle cell anemia, the red blood cell takes the form of a sickle. We're all familiar with the sickle that is used to cut grass and things like that. Not only are they sickle in shape, which means that they can block arteries, they are also sticky. So they can stick together and effectively block a blood vessel, especially the smaller blood vessels, as you can see in the figure. Of course, it's all to do about blood and blockage of blood. Now, who gets sickle cell anemia? The father and the mother must be AS hemoglobin. As you can see, when AS and AS come together, of course, we also know that SS and AS can also produce a child that is sickle cell in nature. So if they come together, that is AS and AS, the probability is that there will be one child out of 4 that is without the trait. 2 will have the trait, and 1 will have sickle cell disease. But of course, we are talking about probability now. They could all be 4. All 4 could be sickle cell in trait, or all might be without sickle cell. But on the average, this is what we get. What are the symptoms of sickle cell anemia? Of course, anemia itself. The normal red blood cell takes 120 days to die, but sickle cell takes only 10 to 20 days to die. What that means is that you are not going to produce enough red blood cells to take care of the number of cells that are dying. And what are the other symptoms? Pain crisis. Of course, if red blood cells, which carry oxygen and nutrition, are unable to get into the smaller blood vessels, there will be a crisis in the sense that there will be no oxygen or nutrition flowing into that part of the body. And that makes the person to suffer what we call sickle cell crisis. A lot of pains, swellings of the exteriors of the individual. There could also be acute chest syndrome, which is, again, just like what causes pain crisis. If blood supply to the chest is impaired because the red blood cells that are sickle in nature get stuck, the chest won't get enough oxygen and nutrition. What happens is that the person will suffer acute chest syndrome, a lot of pain in the chest. Splenic sequestration. The spleen plays a very important role in taking care of our immunity. Though it is one organ that we can do without, but if we have it, then it's an advantage, an added advantage. Now, when there's splenic sequestration, that means that the red blood cells are going to get stuck inside the spleen, which is what makes the spleen to grow bigger in people who have cell crisis. In most cases, the spleen grows bigger. And because there's so much blood stuck inside the spleen, there'll be little blood left for the rest of the body. This again aggravates the situation for the individual. Liver sequestration is almost the same thing like splenic sequestration, except that this happens inside the liver. What about stroke? If the supply of blood to the brain is impaired, there could be stroke. And there could be chronic pain from bone and joint damage. And bilirubin is produced when red blood cells die. If red blood cells are dying so fast, it means that there's so much bilirubin in the blood system, and this causes jaundice. The eyes goes yellow, and this also produces gallstones, because that means that the concentration of bilirubin in the gallbladder is so much that it begins to solidify, forming gallstones. There's delay in growth and puberty. And of course, there's also a situation where for a man, he has an erection that does not come down because red blood cells, sticky red blood cells, have prevented blood from flowing away from the penis. What are the things recommended by orthodox medicine? Pain medications, drinking plenty of water to dilute the blood, 8 to 10 glasses a day, blood transfusions, vaccination and antibiotics, folic acid, hydroxyurea, L-glutamine, oral powder, voxeloton, and regular eye examinations, and of course, bone marrow transplant. Let us take a look at bone marrow transplant, for instance. The individual goes with somebody that has a similar blood type, at times a relation, or it could be the person's own stem cells as well. The blood is drained from the bone marrow and then separated so that the stem cells are separated from the other part of the blood system. And then later, this is returned into the body. Of course, we know that for this to be possible, the person's immunity has to be lowered. And then such a person, even after such an operation, which costs a lot of money, will be subject to a lot of things that we are going to see later. So what are the complications of sickle cell anemia? Increased infections. Of course, if oxygen and nutrition is not getting into where it should get to, there'll be a lot of infections because all these things take care of infections. Now, the organs in the body that are not being supplied blood the way they should, we also have problems functioning properly. And they should be the ones taking care of infections. So infection becomes rampant in someone who has sickle cell anemia. Leg ulcers, for the same reason, if blood is not circulating well, there'll be leg ulcers, just like someone who has diabetes and has ulcers. Bone damage, of course, we expect bone damage if there's not enough supply of nutrition and blood. Early gallstones, we have talked about that. Bilirubin gets locked up in the gallbladder and forms gallstones. Kidney damage and loss of body water in the urine. Of course, not only the kidney, any organ in the body can be damaged because every organ requires constant and regular blood supply through the small capillaries that supply such an organ. Eye damage. With an impaired supply of blood to the eye runs the risk of getting damaged. Of course, multiple organ failure is a risk. Let's take a look at bone marrow or stem cell transplant. If someone undergoes this procedure, they may have graft versus host disease, especially when it is allogenic transplant. Allogenic transplant is you get the blood from somebody else. Now, you put this blood in the bone marrow. The bone marrow is where the T cells and B cells are created, and a lot of other cells. These are the immune cells in the body. They will see other organs of the body as enemies and attack them. For this reason, this individual has to take immunosuppressants for the rest of his or her life. And what that means is that someone who already has low immunity is lowering the immunity even further to make sure that the immune system does not attack the organs that it now sees as enemies. Stem cell graft failure. At times, there is bone marrow transplant and it fails. This can be repeated a few times and still there'll be a problem. Of course, you know the cost this will have on the individual and the discomfort. Organ damage after bone marrow transplant is a real threat. Then infections, if your immunity is lowered, then you are subject to infections. Cataract, retinal detachment will lead to permanent blindness, and such a person is also subject to glaucoma. Infertility. Someone who has undergone bone marrow transplant is most likely going to be infertile. So it's a real threat if someone is undergoing bone marrow transplantation. Hematologic cancer is cancer that originates from the bone marrow. If someone has undergone bone marrow transplant, such a person is at a high risk of developing hematologic cancer. And in rare cases, such an individual might die while the procedure is going on. What are the side effects of the medications for sickle cell anemia? I'm going to mention only the side effects of hydroxyurea, nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite, mouth sores, diarrhea, constipation, skin problems, mental stroke mood changes, such as confusion, hallucinations, seizures, shortness of breath, yellowing eyes or skin, dark bloody urine, which means that the system is breaking down, signs of kidney problems, chest pain, allergic reaction, including rash, itching, swelling, especially of the face, tongue, and throat, severe dizziness, trouble breathing, and of course, this is not a complete list of side effects. Now, you're more likely to get infections, or your current infections might worsen. I deliberately lifted this from a site that is into all this, and we can now see just how much of a risk it is to undergo bone marrow or to be taking hydroxyurea. Of course, it's one of the most prescribed medications for sickle cell anemia because it tries to inflate the sickle cell to make it easier for the cells to pass through small capillaries. Older adults may be more sensitive to the side effects of this drug, and it's known if this medication affects sperm. So if the person intends to father a child, they should discuss the risk benefits with the doctor before taking the medication. Of course, it can affect pregnancy. Whoever wants to get pregnant must also discuss this with the doctor. I lifted this directly. It may also harm the pregnancy. And female partners of childbearing age should ask about reliable forms of birth control while using this medication because you don't want the woman to get pregnant. And even for 1 year after stopping treatment, Women of childbearing age should ask about reliable forms of birth control while using this medication and for 6 months after stopping treatment. It's as if one is going into a cell deliberately. But a desperate person has no choice in some situations. But tonight we are going to offer you the way out without any side effect, actually. If you or your partner becomes pregnant or may be pregnant, tell your doctor right away. Hydroxyurea passes into breast milk and may have undesirable effects on a nursing infant. Breastfeeding while using this drug is not recommended. Consult your doctor before breastfeeding. Then it may change how your medication works and increase your risk of serious side effects. Of course, this document is even saying that it does not contain all possible drug interactions. The individual should keep a list of all the products they take and share with the doctor and pharmacist. For instance, do not start, stop, or change the dosage of any medicines without your doctor's approval. Some products that may interact with this drug include didanosine, stavudine, and this medication may interfere with certain laboratory tests, possibly causing false test results. Make sure laboratory personnel and all your doctors know you use this drug. Who wants to get locked up into this kind of thing? Tonight, we're offering you a way out, not only for sickle cell anemia, but for any kind of health ailment the individual might have. It also means that someone who does not have any health issues can also take advantage of this product to regenerate every tissue and every organ in the body. The world has never had it so good. So let us see what we are offering us tonight. We all want to stay healthy and youthful. It is our job to preserve the body given to us by God in good health and for as long as possible. No matter how good the other side is, suppose we even know how good the other side is, it is not our business going there prematurely. So it's our job to keep stay here. That is why even when an animal is being slaughtered, it will struggle and struggle and struggle until it breathes its last breath. Such it is that in this lifetime, it's a precious lifetime, and we must try as much as possible to make the best of it. And how do we do that? By taking advantage of stem cells, which are mother cells, which have the ability to differentiate into the cells of any type of organ or tissue in the body. And what that means is that they can adequately take care of all organs and all tissues, regenerating them in one fell swoop. Stem cells actually made us inside our mothers because they created every tissue and every organ in the body. And if you are looking for the natural repair kit, naturally we should go back to what created the tissues and organs in the first place, which are stem cells. So there are special cells which can produce more of themselves or can produce new cells for every tissue and every organ in the body. For this reason, they can easily take care of over 200 life-threatening diseases. It doesn't matter what the disease is. The only thing you can say stem cells cannot do is to replace a lost limb, which is why we are sending the message out there now. There's no point amputating any legs because of diabetic source or losing one's life over such an issue, because every issue will be taken care of by Phytoscience stem cell products. We are just saying over 200, but indeed, every health issue will be taken care of by these wonderful products. We are familiar with the fact that cells form tissues, tissues form organs, organs form organ systems, and then the systems altogether form the human body. So if we are going to tackle health issues at the cellular level. Orthodox medicine has a problem in the sense that it's not tackling the problem at the cellular level. Most times, it's just tackling the symptoms. But if you want to tackle health issues at the cellular level, you go to the cellular level, which is the cell, which is the unit of the body, and then take care of the problem at that point. Once you sort that out, every problem in the body will be sorted out as well. What are the potential uses of stem cells? We have only listed just a small number of the potential uses of stem cells: stroke, I just mentioned a few: missing teeth, wound healing, bone marrow transplantation, without having to go through, well, our own way is different from the general way, and it does not involve any operation. Spinal cord injury, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's disease, multiple cell size cancers, diabetes, muscular dystrophy, myocardial infarction, and all sorts of things: deafness, blindness, baldness. These wonderful creations of God, which are very smart, will take care of all these ailments plus a lot more on the platform of Phytoscience. So Phytoscience has as its leader Kwan Sri Elatan, the co-founder of Phytoscience, carrying on the work of the late founder, Dato Tan Sri Lai Peng. And the CEO of Phytoscience is Dato Willie To. These wonderful people brought this product into existence. That is the founder and the co-founder. And then Willie To has been a wonderful CEO, encouraging everybody on the surface of the earth, alongside the co-founder, to see how we can make life better for the individual and also put money in our pockets, if we so wish, through the platform of Phytoscience. What brought up the whole idea of Phytoscience stem cell product? It is this special apple called Rutrilla spatlova. It's a Swiss apple that is found only in Switzerland, and it is such that it is not sweet, which means a lot of people are not willing to cultivate this apple. But usually, God has a reason for creating whatever is on the surface of the earth. So the biochemist Fred Zulli found out that if we just put 0.01 concentration of what he produced under our tongue, this has the opportunity, the ability to help us to regenerate over 80% of the stem cells in our human bodies using what we called phytocell technology. And this is the miracle apple that has been working wonders. If a bird should peck this apple while it's still on the tree, instead of oxidating and turning brown, it will regenerate itself. And if you pluck it, 4 months after plucking, this apple is still looking very fresh. Quite unlike the apple we have here that regenerates as soon as you bite into it. Of course, the right partnership. In 2012, Phytoscience approached Mibel Biochemistry and signed up a memorandum of understanding. You are producing these wonderful products, fine, but you also need a marketing company. There's no way you can do both jobs effectively. So you'll be producing the products while we'll be marketing them for you. A wonderful partnership that has taken Phytoscience stem cell products to every nook and cranny of the world. Now, here are our products. Our first product is double stem cell. With this product, we worked wonders before crystal cell came in. Wonderful ingredients. This particular product can take care of all ailments at the cellular level, and at the same time, regenerate every tissue and every organ in the body. That is, your skin will look better, your gums will be regenerated, your eyes will look sharper. If you are using glasses, most likely you drop your glasses. In my own case, in my lesson, nothing less than 10 of my students have dropped their glasses. In most cases, just 3 sachets are enough for them to drop their glasses. I ask them if they're putting on glasses, you want to drop your glasses? Once they say yes, I give them a pack. And in 3 days, the glasses are gone. Many have knee pain when they come. Just a pack, 3 sachets of double stem cell, and the pain is gone. The pain they've been nursing for so long, in some cases, since they were babies, since they were children. Then came crystal cell. Crystal cell contains everything that is in double stem cell plus tomato phytonutrients. Now, that means that crystal cell has additional power, and we recommend it, especially when there's cancer, sickle cell, anemia, of course. It will work on the same level with sickle cell anemia, except if the person is maybe older, because I really prefer to recommend crystal cell, 2 packs of crystal cell for adults before they go on to double stem cell. So diabetic, anybody that has diabetes and has sores, we also go for crystal cell. Fibroid, I've used this product to destroy fibroid in so many women, with the fibroid coming out with the menses. Double stem cell most likely will shrink the fibroid, while crystal cell will shred it. But I also had a situation where double stem cell shredded fibroid. How do you take these products, which have a lot of antioxidants, because they are packed full of antioxidants to take care of inflammation, because so much of the ailments we have come from chronic inflammation. You know, acute inflammation is the normal way the body takes care of invasion. It forms a kind of shield to prevent that particular organism from spreading. And then it brings in the soldiers to destroy whatever is invading the body. But of course, there are also some situations where the body's immune system sees imaginary enemies, something as simple as just dust particles or pollen, and sees them as enemies and then attacks them. The first time it attacks them, it takes some time to build up the power to do so. But in that process, some of the T cells that are responsible for destroying the pathogens die. Some become memory T cells. What that means is that they stay in the background, waiting for that thing to come in again. Ordinary pollen or dust comes in again, and they go into action, this time around much, much faster because they are now experienced. But this product will stop chronic inflammation, because once the inflammation goes beyond a week, it has become chronic inflammation and might be on for years or for an entire lifetime. And orthodox medications have no solution to chronic inflammation. How do you take these products? You pour a sachet, usually under the tongue, and put the tongue back on top. First thing in the morning, 2 hours before the first meal of the day. And then, of course, a little bit of it is seep through your mouth and then from under your tongue, but at least keep most of it under your tongue for about 15 minutes. So it will pass through the sublingual gland that is under the tongue and go into the brain, and then work with the brain. The brain already knows where the problem is, because it's like the brain box of a car. It knows where the problem is, and it's going to ginger the body with this wonderful product to produce its own stem cells that can take care of all health issues. So while we are treating diabetes, it's also taking care of all the problems caused by diabetes, gum problems, vision problems, the sores, and so on and so forth, are being taken care of all at the same time. This is wonderful. So you put your tongue back on top for 15 minutes, and then thereafter, I found that it's so good to let whatever is left that is mingled with saliva to run over your gums and your teeth before you swallow. And then you take 50 cl of water. For the rest of the day, take at least 2 liters of water. I found a veritable use for crystal cell. Whenever I have any problem with any of my teeth, I just pour a sachet of crystal cell on that spot. If it's on the lower teeth, it's easier. But when it's on the upper tooth, maybe another upper tooth is involved, I just pour it there and then put the upper jaw, put it on the lower jaw, and allow the powder to stay there for some time. If you have not been doing this and you have any tooth problem, please, this is a wonderful way of taking care of it. In fact, the part of my gum that was sliced off because I had a reaction when I went for scaling and polishing, and the woman that handled my mouth that day handled it in a very poor way, so that I now have a growth on it. I had to go back and ask the man that used to do it for me to help with it. So that one was forced to slice off part of my gum. And recently, brushing was a little bit of a difficulty for me. But after 2 days of pouring crystal cell, 2 consecutive days, I brush without any pains. Now, I don't need to dodge that part of the gum anymore, completely taken care of. The next product is Snow Fort. This is a wonderful product on its own. First, it will cleanse your gastrointestinal system. That's one part of the body we rarely bother about. Even if we bother about it, what can we do? The body system itself has a way of taking care of some issues. But of course, at times it is overwhelmed. In most cases, overwhelmed. And the person now has bad breath, which originates from the dirty gastrointestinal system, not necessarily from the mouth. And of course, this also balances the pH of the body, which means that if you are taking any medication, any therapy, phytoscience therapy, you are advised to take at least a pack of snow fort, which is set the tone for the other products to work wonderfully in your body. For instance, take a look at cancer. If the pH of the body is at the right value, cancer cannot stay in the body. Snow fort will do that for you. It will fight infection. Of course, if the gastrointestinal system is dirty, a lot of things can go wrong in the body. One could also get an inflammation of the digestive system. All sorts of problems can come up. Skin problems, no matter how tough the infection is, snow fort will take care of it. How do you take snow fort? You pour it in 50 cl of water. All our products are taken in normal temperature or with normal temperature water. You don't need to warm it or cool it. Just take it just the way it is with water in the natural temperature. You pour it in 50 cl of water and then you mix thoroughly and sip over a period of 1 to 2 hours. This is an amazing product. You want to detox? This is your natural go-to. The next product is Ultra Plus. You can see a bevy of fruits, vegetables, and spices. Indeed, this wonderful product is made of 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. And I say each time I present, each of these constituents is a powerful ingredient on its own, which is what makes Ultra Plus the most powerful immunity builder the world has ever seen. There are some people that fall in love with a particular product. I know a woman who's so much in love with Ultra Plus. She doesn't joke with Ultra Plus. 4 bottles, 5 bottles. That's the way she orders Ultra. She says, this is my real product. And some go for snow fort. I have a friend, a member of my team, who can buy 10 packs of snow fort. His own is just snow fort. And there are some people who say double stem cell is their own product because it makes their skin so lovely, lovelier than when they take crystal cell. Some will take crystal cell and say, this is my own product. I've seen a situation where a woman had problems with her knees, and then naturally I would have recommended crystal cell or double stem cell, but she took snow fort, and that took care of the knee problem permanently. And that's one thing with our products. They take care of all ailments permanently. You want a permanent solution for any particular problem, please take this product. And one thing I've found out is that long after you have stopped taking them, they still keep working because that is the nature of stem cells. They still keep working, regenerating inside your body. The other 2 products we are going to look at are triple stem cell miracle intense essence, which is a miracle on its own. This product works wonders. A lot of people have used this product to regrow their hair. They are bald, so they spray triple stem cell miracle intense essence. You have psoriasis, you spray it, cuts and burns. Every home should have crystal cell and miracle intense essence because you never know when you might develop tooth problem. A child might develop tooth problem. So please keep these products, at least crystal cell and snow and miracle intense essence in the first aid box. You might not be at home when a child develops tooth problem. All you need to do is just ask such a child to go into the first aid box and pick crystal cell. Burns and cuts don't announce themselves. They occur accidentally, which means that nobody plans for them. You spray this on a burn, it won't pain you. That is, you are not going to feel any pain, neither will it scar. A cut, the same thing goes for it. This product is very good on your face. There's a woman that had lupus. So I gave her triple stem cell miracle intense essence to spray on her head because she was going bald. And she preferred to spray this on her face. She says this product is good for her face. So she puts on her face instead of her scalp. And then there's the H2O moisturizer. As the name implies, this will moisturize your skin, keeping your collagen and elastin working very fine into old age. So this is the secret of youth. You get younger. Crystal cell and double stem cell are working from inside, making sure that your collagen and elastin are in fantastic shape. Collagen is responsible for the way our skin sags as we age. This will regenerate and recharge your skin. And then elastin is what makes our skin to be elastic, just as the name implies. And when elastin begins to suffer a problem, this will help you to regenerate it. The crystal cell, double stem cell from inside, and H2O moisturizer from outside. H2O moisturizer, likewise, crystal cell, we also block dangerous ultraviolet rays. These are some of the things that make us to age so fast. And of course, advanced glycation end products come from having taken sugar. When sugar gets into our bloodstream, it reacts with fat and proteins to produce advanced glycation end products. Incidentally, it's also AGE, advanced glycation end products. When we eat fast food that are produced at high temperatures so that they can have a fine aroma, fine color, and the crust that you love to eat, they all come with advanced glycation end products because they are produced by Maillard reaction at very high temperatures of 160 degrees Celsius and above. There's a reason water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Water is a wonderful substitute for people that are on the surface of the earth. For instance, it freezes in such a way that fish can survive under it because 0 degrees Celsius will be on top, while 4 degrees Celsius will be at the bottom. It's an inversion. Otherwise, should be 4 degrees Celsius on top, 0 degrees Celsius below. But the way water behaves in an anomalous way, it preserves life in such a way also. It also preserves our life in the sense that it boils at a low temperature, allowing us to cook our food at lower temperatures so that we avoid advanced glycation end products. This will help you. Crystal cell and double stem cell and H2O moisturizer will help you with all that, and you will age gracefully. IQ Plus is designed for the eyes and the brain. And if you take this, you give it to your children, they are going to perform better in school. Everybody that does homework needs IQ Plus because it is a special formulation. Phytoscience products are wonderful. If you say IQ Plus does all this, it does even much more than that. It will also protect you from the blue rays emanating from your phones and laptops. We are in a technological age now where all we have to do with either laptops or the phone or desktop. This will help us with that. It will also slow down the degenerative diseases and indeed stop them, Alzheimer, Parkinson's disease, and whatever ailment is trying to slow you down as you age. IQ Plus is a special formulation for that. You take a sachet or 2 a day after food. Of course, we have product certification. You can't have such wonderful products and not have certification. No matter what the certification we're thinking about, we have it. For instance, we have the Phytoscience GMP, Good Manufacturing Practice certification. Our product is 100% natural. Vegetarians have nothing to worry about. There's nothing to do with, our products have nothing to do with animal in any form, which is also good in a way. Because if you also take a look at the halal certification, it means that Muslims can take our products without worrying about breaking their religious tenets. And of course, we got the Innovation Prize in 2014 for the best active ingredient in European cosmetics. Of course, our own NAFDAC certification is there, and the grandfather of all certification, which is the FDA certificate. That's the 2022 version of our certificate. Now, how do you get started? You pick your registration form because we want you to become a member of Phytoscience. In some other places, you don't buy products at all. You sign up because that is the way you can be sure you are going to take these products at a very cheap rate for 3 to 6 months so that you can regenerate every tissue and every organ in your body. In some situations, your ailment is taken care of in just a day or two. But you also want to regenerate every tissue and every organ in your body. That will not happen overnight. You want your gums to be better, your eyesight to be better. You want to sidestep any serious ailment in future. You need to take these products for 3 to 6 months. Not only you, father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, every member of the family, every child must take this product. Why? Because from the very first day you are born, you're already getting old. That is why the skin of a 2-month-old baby is not as beautiful as supple as that of a baby that was born today. The aging process does not start at the age of 20 or 25, as we used to say. It actually starts the moment you are born, because there's nothing static in life. It's either you are improving or you are degenerating. And as far as the body is concerned, there's no way it's going to improve unless you put something in it that will make it to improve, which is stem cells. This is our solution as far as sickle cell anemia is concerned. Crystal cell and double stem cell will regenerate the cells in the bone marrow. Snowfield forte will prevent, because it's also a blood builder, it will prevent the blood cells being produced from being sickled. This is the magic. That is why the individual that is having sickle cell anemia must take crystal cell, double stem cell, or both, and snowfield forte for 6 months. From the very first month, though, such a person may not be having crisis. You see, orthodox medicine has no solution to sickle cell anemia, but amazingly, these products have taken care of this serious ailment. I've had a case, I have so many cases of sickle cell anemia, nothing less than 6. The first 3 are no longer taking the products, and the remaining, okay, up 7. The remaining 4 are still on the product, but from the very first day they took the product, they have not had sickle cell crisis, and they're in fantastic condition. You are going to see some of my testimonies at the end of this presentation. So, my first case, 16th October 2022. This is a friend that I got to know some years back in Unilab. You see, God has a way of making people meet. That is why it should be your responsibility to make sure that you touch lives. When I met this wonderful, great man about 15 years ago, I never knew whatever I'm going to tell him in future will be of benefit to him in such a way that it will help him and his family. He has 2 children that have sickle cell disease. You can imagine what that means to him. When he first saw me talking about phytoscience, he said, I have a lot of people I should introduce these products to, but I want to take the products first. He took just 1 pack of double stem cell and said, well, it didn't work. So for about 2 years, he now told me the battle he was fighting. 2 children with sickle cell anemia. So he got the products, he signed up, and gave the products to the younger son, who went back to school, and for a whole semester did not show up at the clinic. The doctors already knew him. He was their customer. The only day he showed up in the clinic, they were wondering, where have you been? We have not been seeing you. Indeed, the friend that used to benefit from the mother coming around with food and all those things told him, Mommy has not been coming around. So I'm missing Mommy's food because there was no need for the mother to visit him anymore. See what the man has to say. No, we say the truth. We don't hide anything. Our testimonies are just the way they are. If you're having cough somewhere, we also tell you are having, when he took 1 pack, and it didn't work for him as far as he was concerned, but of course it works. Because stem cells are smart, they know where to start working. They took care of some things in him. Indeed, there might have been a serious ailment he was going to encounter in future that was taken care of by just that pack of double stem cells. See what he said. He said on 16th October, the boy started taking the product 22nd, September 2022. You are in the circle of big people. I wanted him to introduce you to other people that will wonder why you are sending them such messages. I will encourage him to create a broadcast list. He said, yes, I do. But I can't lie to you. I want to have a personal and concrete experience or testimony before I let loose. I have to be sincere with you. But that was a day or two before the son returned from school. This is what he now had to say. Good evening, sir. How are you? Work and family. My son said he hasn't been to medical center again, aside the one he went when they just resumed. He also said that the constant tiredness has reduced and that these days he wakes up on time, unlike before that he struggles to wake up early. I pray we have a full testimony at the end of the duration of the. Of course, the boy has not fallen ill ever since he started taking this product. And then that also encouraged the elder brother now to be taking the product. This is what the man had to say about my testimonies. Of course, at times I have up to 10, even in 2 days, 5 in a day, 6 in a day. He said, now, wow, these testimonies sound too good to be true. I said, yes, sir. You find it easy to believe because you have also seen them work wonders, sir. Another testimony again to be posted today. Prof, let me be sincere with you. A lot of people will not believe these testimonies until it happens to someone close to them, the doubting pharmacist. Like me now, if not that I experienced it and that I know you very well, I will not believe them if I see them. That's one of my cases of sickle cell anemia. Here's another one. 21st February 2023. So the product have been helpful. No pains, energy level. This is a former student of mine who got introduced to me about 3 months ago. So just a few changes though, I'm still watching. You can see we don't embellish our testimonies. Some people right from the very first month, fantastic, fantastic, but at least she didn't have any serious issue. Good afternoon, sir. When I started using it, I felt lesser body pain, unlike before. In other words, there was a time, as soon as she started taking the products, she felt lesser body pains. And then there was a time that seemed it wasn't that she wasn't feeling as good as she did when she started taking the product. Don't worry, just keep taking the products. And then eventually, of course, at times when the stem cells start working, they work in a way that it's as if the symptoms comes back maybe briefly for a period of time, and then eventually they go. Now it doesn't really feel so anymore. Okay, so I'm still watching. She was still watching. 22nd of February 2023. I just said continue. Okay, I will. And then 22nd of March 2023. He said, have you noticed the difference in how you feel? Yes, I have. I have even added heavy weight. But somebody who has sickle cell anemia to have added heavy weight, you know what that means. Usually, they find it so difficult to add weight because they are battling so many ailments, so many problems inside the body. And yesterday, only yesterday, good evening, how have you been? Good evening, sir. I've been fine, thank you. How are you too? And so on. Yes, you have enough belief in the products now? Yes, I do. God has really been using these wonderful products for me. I'm grateful I came across it. I'm so happy that it was through me because God could have used any other vehicle. But my former student, it's in Nigeria by now, got these products through me. So each of us that is in the room tonight will also be a great instrument in the hand of God to touch a lot of people. If you hear about these products and you keep them to yourself, it's as if we are not doing what we should do. Please see how you can take this product out there and help people regain their health. Pain is not a friend to anybody. This is the third case I'm mentioning tonight. Started taking the product 25th of January 2022. The child is not taking the stem cells because it was difficult to give, but they said the water own she takes, that is, the child was taking snow fever. In some situations, you have no choice but to look for other ways of making sure that people take this product. I've had 2 situations where the individual had mental problem. A friend got double stem cell from me. And I said, ask your sister or sister to pour it under her tongue. I'm talking about not someone that is cannot be younger than 45, 50. And he said, my sister cannot put anything under her tongue. I said, okay. So he said the first few times he gave it to her, she threw it away. So he mixed it with her food. And in just a matter of a week or two, there was a big change in this woman. There's also a situation where a colleague of mine told me about her daughter. I said, put double stem cell under her tongue. And she said, my daughter, a daughter of 20 years of age, my daughter is like a vegetable. She cannot put anything under her tongue. She has not spoken with me for many years. Okay, just let it get inside her mouth. And that's what she did. And within a week, she came back to me and said, my daughter has started speaking to me. And then at a point in time, she said the daughter was just crying and crying. I said, that's part of, she said she herself knew that's part of the healing process. And that stopped as well. She has not told me about the daughter for a long time now. And that evidently means that the daughter is completely okay. Let's see more about this. Then what's the matter with her? It's a case of sickle cell. Abi, is it SC that she said this child has? And I told her she needed both double stem cell and snowflake fort. I said she could take it in the mouth, on the tongue, whatever. Anyhow, it gets into the body. By 1st of May, how frequently did they visit the hospital on their? In fact, ever since she started taking the product, she never had any crisis anymore. She used to visit the hospital thrice in a week, twice or thrice in a week, and it was affecting her schooling. None of the parents could concentrate. This is a big drain on parents. When there's a child that has sickle cell anemia, you cannot imagine what effect it will have on somebody who has 2 children having sickle cell anemia. That also reminds me of another set of mine who has a child with CP, another child with autism. The woman, the wife, had to take up a job in that school so that she could monitor the 2 children. You can imagine the effect on the poor woman. The one with CP could not stand on his own. He had to hold on to a table. But within 6 days, he stood up for the first time. And eventually, within a month, he joined other children in assembly and on the sports ground. Amazing. This woman is greatly relieved. And the one that had autism improved tremendously, just because I said, give the older child most of that sachet and put whatever is left in the mouth of the younger one. Even the younger one took a great step into being much, much better than he used to be. The woman says, the man who handled this case said, none of the parents could concentrate. And I said, wow, no wonder they don't joke with it, because somewhere else he said, the parents don't joke with the product. Now, as I said, they went to the hospital at least thrice a week. Okay, none that they have, now they have not been to the hospital since February that they started giving her our products. So they don't joke with the product, they don't. Then case 3. The first set they brought was delivered to them on the 24th of, still talking about the same thing, 24th of January. Did they do hemoglobin test? Well, a lot of people won't go back to do the test because they are completely okay. And if you have been having crisis every week or twice a week, then if you have been feeling fine for over a year, you're not likely to go for hemoglobin test. The healthy don't look for such solutions anymore. And she's been playing around and having her normal day just like any other child. We are going to see another testimony later. So that means this is very important. They don't even give her frequently, but they give her like 4 times a week. They buy just once in a while. So the child took Snowy Fort for 3 months and then continuously for 3 months. That's another one. Case 4. This one, I don't need to write date on top. November 28, 2022. Good morning, sir. Please, sir. Got your contact from someone. My son is a sickle cell patient, sir. Right now, he's having crisis. And then she got the pro. How did you get to know about me? Mrs. Adeloye, that's the pharmacist in my team. This woman, this great woman, Mrs. Adeloye, has done a lot of work. He has touched so many lives. So what can I use for him, sir? So now told her about slow Fifort and double stem cell. And then she asked, I had to explain to her that red blood cells are stuck in the veins because they are sickle in shape and are sticky, and the blockage is preventing sufficient blood from getting to the past body where the child was feeling pain. So what should I do? I said, okay, if you move on, we see that he was admitted. They've always been managing him at home. No, he was admitted early last month for 1 week. We are always taking him to hospital anytime he's running temperature after we have treated malaria and infection. There's an injection because the baby was in the hospital then, the boy was in the hospital then. And I said they should do whatever they could to make sure that the pain went down. When you have pain, the only thing that is uppermost in your mind is relief. So they did that, and then the child started taking the product. And I can assure you, from that particular day they started giving the product to the child, he has not suffered any crisis. I think there's something, let me see. Okay. By the time we had this chat, the child had taken the products for 2 months. Started in November, thereabout, and this was in around February 20, about 2.5 months. And this is the testimony that I gave concerning this particular case. The father of one of my 4 ongoing sickle cell cases was with me yesterday. The father came around to get more products. A much relieved man. The boy was having crisis every month, a drain on money and time, anxiety too, that of a parent. Every parent that has such a child is scared the child might die. He started taking the products 3 months ago and no crisis since. The pharmacist who directed him to me was equally relieved, he says, and the boy is now acting normal. You know, we mentioned it the other time. Before, he got easily irritated and cried all day, but now he plays and responds well to people around him. If this is the only thing I was able to do through the help of God, to help just one little child and a family enjoy a little bit more of life, I think it is worth the effort. What are you willing to do tonight to help humanity? Are you willing to join us? Someone invited you to this meeting. Please hesitate no longer, because the person that you are going to touch might die in a month's time. I told a colleague in my faculty about these products, and she said, the person that I know that had sickle cell anemia died 2 months ago. If she got to know about these products 2 months earlier, if I told her 2 months earlier, that person would definitely not have died, because such a person would have had a normal lifespan. Because once the blood can now get into every tissue and every organ in the body, all the small capillaries, the person will live a normal life. You know, sickle cell anemia patients don't live too long. If they get to 60, they have really tried. But with this product, they will live to be whatever age is apportioned to a human being to die. There's also a situation where a colleague of mine had water in his stomach. If I never got to know about this, it's called ascites. This man would have died. He became so lean that even his own younger brother could not recognize him from a distance. He stopped coming to work because people were asking too many questions. And all he needed was just 1 pack of double stem cell. Doctors had recommended medications for a whole year, but this man, in just 1 week, was completely okay. If I'm to talk about my testimonies, I think 3 Zoom meetings won't handle that. Testimonies upon testimonies, but before we leave sickle cell anemia, okay, I thought I had one more. Okay, no problem. Let us now see how you can come in, take care of your health, and also help people around you. You can come on board via 3 packages: silver, gold, or platinum. Let us see what it takes to come in as a silver member. You can come in on 108,400 naira and get 3 packs of crystal cell, actually 3 crystal cell, no double stem cell. This is the smallest package that any individual should take. And then there's also silver, 144,300 naira. which is $203.18. 4 packs of double stem cell, 1 pack of snow pea fort, and 1 pack of crystal cell. You can also pay 695,600 naira for 26 packs of double stem cell, 4 packs of snow pea fort, or 22 packs of double stem cell, 4 packs of crystal cell, and 4 packs of snow pea fort, if you want a broader spectrum of products. And the beauty of this is that it's a promo package. Once you sign up on this package, you are promoted automatically to platinum. Take advantage of this offer today. You never know when the company might say, no, we're no longer extending this promo. A few times in the past, the company has stopped this promo. But for one reason or the other, because we pleaded, the company uploaded this upgrade to platinum again. You never can say, and the warning usually will come maybe within just a few days. Maybe towards the end of the month, we are not going to. It could even come up at any time. You know, the kind of thing that is happening in the world now, nobody knows tomorrow. If you can sign up today, please go ahead. Hesitate no more. There's a situation in my own genealogy. My very good sister, Osato, signed up before I signed up. And then she really inspired me because she encouraged me to invite so many people to Zoom meetings. If you are going to do well in this business, please invite a lot of people to Zoom meetings. I attended the meeting and I just kept hearing Osato, 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 because we used to put the names of those who invited us to the Zoom meeting. Osato, Osato, Didi was the one presenting that day. And Osato came up nothing less than 15 times. I said, oh, if this woman can do this, so can I. My very first meeting, I invited 20 people showed up, but only 70 were able to enter the meeting because the meeting maxed out. 3 of my people could not get in. And those who did not bring in their people early enough forfeited their positions to my own people. So please come in now. But whatever I do, because Osato came in before I did, appears on only one leg, Osato. So waste no time. Every second counts. You can also decide to come in as a big boy, as a big girl, with $3,020.75 or 2.1448 million naira. You can see what you are getting for just 695,600 naira. It's actually 3 million naira. Take advantage of that opportunity and see if you can even form 3 legs from a gold package. And you'll certainly enjoy the business if you do so. Now, how do we earn? You can earn linearly. You do some work, you get paid. And you keep working and getting paid. Of course, you are going to grow old, retire, get tired, or maybe you simply cannot just keep up doing the work anymore. Is that what you want? Or you want to develop residual income, in which case you work, you get paid, and the process can be repeated over and over again. And in particular, you are not the only one working. As you're working here, some people are sleeping in the US, and whatever you are doing is affecting them. They are also earning from your effort. They are awake later in the day, or when you're already asleep. They are working, you are asleep. But whatever they are doing is also affecting you, also earning from that. I have a team in the US, and whatever is being done over there is also making me to earn here. Of course, there are also some days you can't go to work. Are you going to stop earning just because you're not going to work? Or if you get too old to work, what will happen? We all know what happens to shares in Nigeria. There are all sorts of scammers online. Do this. We're into shares. We're into Bitcoin. All sorts of things. And you can see what happened to the coins. That is an unstable way of earning money. I'm not saying you should not go there, but in my own case now, I've burnt my fingers in so many ways. The only business I can do now is Phytoscience. I collect all my products. Even before, as I'm paying, I'm collecting. And the bonuses you are getting, some will hit your account immediately. If you sign up someone, you get paid immediately. If it is a pairing bonus, you get it, sign-up bonus, you get it at 5 p.m. Nigerian time. This is not a business where somebody says, I pay you 15th of next month. No, you get paid immediately. The one you get paid the following month or the end of the month is maybe you sign someone up who now went on to sign up somebody else. Whatever comes from that will be paid at the end of the month. So I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort. Who wants to work and work and work 100% when they can just do 1% and earn so much? And the work we're asking you to do is not manual labor. All you need is just your phone, a broadcast list, attend Zoom meetings, because a lot of people sign up and do not attend Zoom meetings. If you're not attending Zoom meetings, that means you're not inviting people to Zoom meetings. If you invite people to Zoom meetings and you don't show up, it means that you're not serious. They will attend once and they're not likely to come back again. Yes, you need to do the little bit you need to do in Phytoscience, you are going to earn. But I can assure you, you will certainly earn if you put in the things you should do. How do you earn residual income in Phytoscience? Let us see if we are ready. This is the compensation plan, and it is second to none. You can earn residual income, travel for free, have time freedom, be your own boss, and of course, financial freedom. These are the 11 ways by which you can earn direct bonus, roll-up bonus, key-in bonus, development bonus, matching bonus, reorder bonus, matching reorder bonus, loyalty leadership bonus, M2 bonus, matching development 2 bonus, and of course, retail profit. Phytoscience does not encourage retailing. What puts off a lot of people is they have to put products in my house and be hawking them. No. In some climes, as I said, nobody buys, nobody will even sell products to you. You sign up, and the packages are so small, you can sign up as a saver, minimum. I believe everyone should be able to rally around and sign up saver. Your health is more important than the house you are building in Ibafo, in Mowe, in Bariga, in Songo. Your health is far more important. We spend a lot of money on cars, on houses, on parties. And when it comes to our health, until we break down, we don't spend a dime. Someone comes to us and says, okay, why don't you sign up and take these products? You dilly-dally until a health issue comes up, maybe with a friend or a child, or a father or a mother. And these products, as I said, work for everybody. If you have an aged parent, please make sure that you get these products across to them. Let them first take 2 packs of Crystal Cell. An elderly woman who took the product, the son signed up and gave the product to the mother who had problems with constipation. She had been having constipation for years. Mommy took the product, and then they also took care of her arthritis. My friend said he used to get a call from his mother 4 times a week before, and could be in the middle of the night when mommy was feeling a lot of pain. He had to call the call and call mommy back. And ever since mommy took this product, mommy calls only to say, thank you, my son. Who does not want to hear that from an aged parent? So please, let's see how you can now earn. If you are a silver member and you sign up another silver member, you get 22,000 naira, 95, or $32.85. I exchange rate is 700 naira to the dollar. If you sign up a gold member, you get $88, which is 61,600 naira. You'll see later that if you sign up as a gold, as a platinum, you will earn $177.75. Now, so that's a far cry from what a silver member is earning. Why do you want to come in as a silver member? If you sign up a platinum member, he gets $135, which is 94,500 naira. You later see that if he had been a platinum member or he came on board as a gold member and was auto-promoted platinum, he would have earned $450. So let us now see how you will earn if you sign up as a gold. But luckily, a gold member automatically becomes a platinum member. So as soon as possible, please become a gold member so that you can become a platinum member. If you sign up silver, it still gets like 2.85 because that is the maximum silver can carry and bring into the system. But if you sign up gold, $177.75, which is 124,425 naira. If you signs up a platinum, it gets $225, which is 157,500 naira. Let us now see what happens if you're a platinum member, which you automatically become if you sign up as a gold member, as long as you are still in the promo period. Sign up a silver, of course, we said silver cannot be more than $32.85. Sign up a gold, you still get, gold cannot bring in more than $177.75. But see what happens if you sign up a platinum, a whopping $450, which is 315,000 naira. That's a lot of money. That can take care of a lot of issues. Let's see what happens when you sign up an individual who now goes on to sign up somebody else. this is you. You signed up Thomas. Thomas is your first level. Thomas went ahead and signed up Peter, platinum, for $50. And then he also signed up Paul for $50. He earned for $50 because each on top of each of these signups. So he earned $900. Let us see what we earn. You earn 7% of $900, which is $63 or 44,100 naira. You have not lifted a pin other than talking to a friend or someone you never knew before, but who got to know you maybe on Facebook, and the person signed up, and then he brought in 2 platinum, and you are 44,000 naira richer. Now, Peter and Paul went ahead to sign up 2 people each. That is now your own level 3. On and on like that. You are going to get 2% on each of those ones. So as a platinum member, this will be down to the 10th level. If you are a silver member, only up to the 3rd level. If you're a gold member, up to the 5th level. Key in bonus, this is available only for those who are platinum members. If you sign up a silver, $2.19, which is 1,533 naira. If you sign up a gold, $11.85, which is 8,295. If you sign up a platinum, that is $30 or 21,000 naira. Only a platinum, only a platinum can sign up other packages. So if you are a gold member or a silver member and you have somebody to sign up, if you have a platinum to sign up, you can't sign them up on your own. You have to approach a platinum to sign up those people for you. Now, this is what we call pairing bonus. This is the beauty of Phytoscience. You sign up as a silver, and then 2 people signed up as silver under you. You may have been the one that brought them in, or you may not even know who brought them in. Perhaps the person who signed you up put them under your legs, or some other person in your team put them under your legs. You get $14.6 or 10,220 naira. You are just sitting in your home and you checked your page, and then you discovered that you have $14.6. That is very common in Phytoscience. $14.6 is a very small amount in Phytoscience. You see the kind of money we see in our back office when we log in. That person went on, S1 signed up Kudi and Sam, S2 signed up Kate and Ade. Each time 2 people join the team under you, you get $14.6 if they signed up as silver. You can see the way money is raining in Phytoscience. For each time, you get $14.6 as long as 2 people join your team. What if it's gold joining your team? Instead of $14.6, you get $79 or 55,300 naira. You can see the way money is raining. Initially, you might say you don't need to market, but at times when you see the kind of money coming in, you say, well, perhaps I'm missing something. Imagine earning all this. Imagine you are the owner of these 3 legs. See the amount of money you have earned from pairing bonuses alone. 55,300 in 5 places. If you are a platinum, you can only imagine the amount of money you'll be earning. 140,000 naira or $200 each time a pair of platinum members join your team. So if you run this for 10 months, from pairing bonuses alone, you can earn as much as 8 million naira as a silver member, 47 million naira as a gold member, and as a platinum, you can earn as much as 120 million naira. Let's even say you are earning only 50% of this. This is still a lot of money, because you might say, okay, what if the system does not work perfectly? But I can also assure you, you can get much more than this if you do what you should do. This is just if you decide to just make it a lazy man's way of doing things. You signed up only 2 people, and those people signed up 2 people, and you have not bothered to sign up more people. Let me tell you, I've signed up about 140 people in just 2.5 years. So anybody can sign up a lot of people if they do the right thing. So do the right thing, and all this will be yours. And of course, our ranking does not depend on how much we have in products in our houses. In other network businesses, you are trying to load up your room, your house, your warehouse with products that you bought that you'll now be trying to get rid of just because you want to rank. Somebody even told me that if the person that you signed up manages to go ahead of you, you will be demoted in some network businesses. Imagine they are not even providing products that take care of all health issues, yet they have such an antagonistic way of handling issues just because somebody that you brought in did better. Phytoscience gives you the opportunity because it's a binary system. You can continue, you can beat whoever brought you in, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. There are no doors in phytoscience. Some people say that when a door closes, another one opens. God did not create doors in the first instance. God created the world free. Opportunities are everywhere. The doors and windows are only erected by the individual in his or her own mind. So 1 star is someone who has earned $3,000 or 2.1 million naira. A 2-star has earned $7,000, 3-star $15,000, diamond $30,000 or 21 million naira. A blue diamond has earned $50,000 or 35 million naira. A black diamond $100,000 or 17 million naira. A crown diamond 210 million naira or $300,000. A crown ambassador $500,000, which is 350 million naira. And a crown president $1 million. And there's a woman that has earned this twice. Now, once you become a diamond, you are entitled to sharing some of the profit made by the company. If you are a diamond member, you have a maximum of 2 units per month, provided you can generate $3,000 earning in that month. If you're a blue diamond, the maximum of 3 units, black diamond, the maximum of 4 units, a crown diamond, a maximum of 6 units, a crown ambassador, a maximum of 8 units, a crown president, a maximum of 20 units. This is what we have to offer you, and welcome to financial freedom. See you at the top. It is so wonderful having you as my audience tonight. I've not taken your presence at the meeting for granted. So thank you so much for being here with me tonight.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Prof, for this wonderful presentation. I like to say, if you are not too busy, if your hands are not busy, please let's give Prof reaction. Let's celebrate him. Let's celebrate him for educating us. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you.
Thank you.
I'm sure.
Prof.
Sorry.
You must be a
Hello.
And why is that? Well,
hello. Please, let's give him a reaction. Please keep your mic muted. If you want to ask questions, please let us know, and there'll be time for that. Please, thank you. Thank you for staying till this time. I'm sure we have gained a lot. Thank you very much. Prof, well done, sir. Please, if you have questions, yes, thank you, sir. If you have questions, please let us know so we can moderate. Not all of us will be speaking at the same time. Thank you. Please, you can raise your hand or unmute your mic if you want to speak so that we can ask questions. Thank you. Hello, house.
hello,
Yes,
ma.
Hello, ma.
Can we make contribution? Not really in terms of question. We just want to make contribution. Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah, welcome. Yes, please.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your resources, everything that you have actually put in to ensure you are on this Zoom meeting tonight. We really appreciate you. There's a question. I mean, there was a concern not quite long ago that we are only 7 on this Zoom meeting. With every permission and with grace of God, I know categorically there's another Zoom meeting on this particular company that is going, concurrently, simultaneously at this time. So I'm sure other people are over there too, even as we have chosen to be here.
Yes.
We can never be tired of listening to Professor Adeloye. He's been a wonderful mentor. I call him the Jagaban of Phytoscience. He knows everything. He knows it in and out. And everything that he has told us tonight is not just stage play. I don't want you to say that it is a lie. They are just making mouth. It is not mouth. This is reality. And the people that know me in this company or in this particular business knows that we will never keep quiet, because we have tested it, we have seen it, and we can say it categorically that it is trusted. We are convinced, because not only me, every member of my family have actually benefited from this wonderful product, stem cell, that we are all made up of. And I happen to have an opportunity of studying nursing in where I am. So I can say categorically that I now know a lot about stem cell. And I would not even mind missing word when I'm saying it. And I will be saying it with every dignity, every pride that is in me, because that is what we are all made up of. So I want to say thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this great opportunity in the Zoom meeting with you. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I want to show us something before we go. This is my first.
Sorry, there's a question, sir. There's a question.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, there's a question at the chat.
Yes.
Okay.
And it goes, shall I read it, sir, or you are going to check it?
Please read, ma.
Hello, sir.
Please go on, ma.
Okay. From Mrs. Omotosho, it says, my question is the usage of the products for young children as young as 3, 4, 5 years. That's from Mrs. Omotosho.
Pianki.
No, I'll love you to answer, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
A child of 3 can take half a sachet, can also take 1 sachet of double stem cell or crystal cell. Usually, children might not need Snowy Fort unless maybe they have special cases with maybe blood, maybe sickle cell anemia, in which case they can take half a sachet of Snowy. Usually, we say pour that sachet into 50 cl of water, mix thoroughly and divide it into 2. Refrigerate half of it and give them the remaining half. And if they are taking half a sachet or maybe even a sachet of double stem cell, you don't expect them to drink as much as 50 cl of water. It could just be 25 cl of water, which is half of the full measure. And then for the rest of the day, 1 liter of water might be okay instead of 2 liters of water. Is that okay, ma? Mama Omotosho?
Mrs. Omotosho, please, are you still in the house, ma?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much, sir.
You're most welcome, ma.
Yeah.
So can I share the screen I was talking about now?
Yes, please, sir.
This is my chat this evening with my first sickle cell anemia case. Hi, Temidayo. Good evening, sir. How are you doing? Fine, sir. So no crisis for how many months? Great. How long ago did you stop taking the products? I can't remember, sir. He can't even remember when last he took the products. And he has been in fantastic health.
Wow.
So, ma.
Amazing.
So,
awesome.
From what you have seen of sickle cell anemia alone, if anything can take care of sickle cell anemia, then we don't really need to even make so much talk about other ailments, because this is perhaps one of the most serious ailments in the world.
Yes.
So, Mashogunle.
Yes, sir.
If there are no more questions or contributions or testimonies, please can you kindly help close for us?
All right.
Me, I have testimony. Please,
okay,
so I have testimony. And it's about a young
I trust
boy.
There will be testimonies, ma.
Yes, sir. They are not stage play. They are not. They are not. They are real, sir.
Yes.
This boy is. As at the time we started the therapy on him, that was last year. I think 8-year-old or 9-year-old. The mother told me that Prof, I'm sure you are aware of this, but we were able to talk to the mother, as you can remember, the woman in Texas.
Yes.
That we called you last year.
Yes.
So the boy could not even do anything. The boy was like a vegetable right from birth. So he could not talk, he could not do anything. And somebody introduced, somebody mentioned our name to the woman, to the mother. And she was able to get through to us. We talked. And the therapy, she started it. So if you can remember, she said she was going to Mexico to do surgery that will cost her about $25,000 or thereabouts.
Yes.
So we now told her that she should just give us few months. I mean, she should just give us few weeks, like a month. If the therapy we are introducing to her will not work for her, then she should. I mean, she can go ahead with the surgery. And I'm glad to announce to the whole house tonight that this woman, the boy that could not even do anything from birth, now can talk. He couldn't talk before. He could not even hold anything in his hand for more than a minute. That thing would drop off from his hand. Now the mother said he could move things. Now is now running an errand in the house. Somebody that if they told to do one thing or the other, even while crawling on the floor, before he gets to that particular place, he will have forgotten. But now he will go. He will now walking, not crawling again. Now walking and get that thing done. Not even forgetting before he gets to the place. I mean, with tremendous improvement. And the mother, I mean, we were able to talk last week, and she told me that thank God that you people introduced this into me. I never knew that it could work this magic. And it is working magic. It's wonderful and miraculous magic. That is what Phytoscience product is doing. And I'm glad to be part of this. What will I call it? To be part of this wonderful thing in this my lifetime. I just thank God for that. So please, any child, anybody, no matter how bad the ailment is or the disease is, please just join your faith with us and let the child use the Phytoscience product. You will come back to this Zoom meeting and testify of the wonders of God that's going to do through the product for that child. Thank you, bro. God bless you for listening.
Thank you so much, Thank you. This is why. Did you ever know the woman before they contacted you, ma?
No, sir. Somebody referred her to me.
That is our business.
Somebody that's actually used our product and worked for him introduced her to me. The wife of that man has cancer, sir, about 4th grade of cancer. And now the woman is fine. She's okay. She's more beautiful. We attend the same church. Wonderful. She lost the hair on her head before. There was no hair because of the chemotherapy. Now the hair has fully grown. She's doing wonderfully well. I've told her she's coming to this Zoom meeting to come and testify. Definitely. The husband of the lady introduced me to this other woman that has problem with his child. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. This is why we must do this business. P&K never knew she was going to touch the life of that woman and this child. Thank you so much for what you are doing. So please, see whoever invited you to this meeting and pick up your package as soon as possible. Mashogulema, please kindly help close the meeting now.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been a wonderful evening. So, as P&K said, we are not, we are few, but I'm sure, I mean, this is going to go a long ways. Some people are new amongst us and they have learned a lot. Even we that have been coming, we always learn and relearn. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Thank you. We cannot emphasize the importance of the stem cell therapy and the business side for those that may be interested, because as you share the good news, you share the testimonies with others, you will be earning when you bring them in. So I'm going to encourage everyone that is here tonight that that's new, that has not joined the company, that you should not waste time, you should not procrastinate or second guess. Let us move on together and touch more lives. I don't want to go into my own testimonies today. I thank God P&K is my, she's my team member. I thank God that she came in and today the story is different. I thank God because we'll continue to touch lives. And my own testimonies, I'm saving them for another day because I don't want to take too much time because I think our time is fast spent now. Thank you so much for the people that just joined us tonight. Thank you for your time. God bless us all. Have a nice evening. Thank you, sir. Prof.
Thank you, ma.
More grace, sir. More grace.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, everyone, for the attendance.
Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in and sharing.
What are we?
We are
the trend maker.
maker.
Who are we?
We are the trend makers.